Foveaux Strait is famous for its Bluff oysters, but for 60 years its oyster population has fluctuated because of the Bonamia parasite. Now a new strain of the parasite, Bonamia Oyster, has been found on 2 Stewart Island oyster farms, and the worry is it might spread to the Foveaux Strait's wild oysters. In an attempt to prevent that, the Ministry of Primary Industries has put new regulations in place on Stewart Island.
We've put in place some legal controls under the Biosecurity Act in the form of a controlled area or movement controls. No shellfish can be moved out of the zone that's infected, so in and around Stewart Island, and any vessels or equipment associated with marine farms where there are flat oysters present. And that'll just prevent the risk of oysters being moved somewhere else and then spreading the parasite with them.
The Bluff oyster industry is also taking its own action to make sure people in the industry are aware of the risk of the new strain of Bonamia and minimising the effects of the existing strain.
The potential risk is huge to the fishery. I say we've seen mortality.
The strain of Bonamia already in the Foveaux Strait cut the oyster population by about 90%, or around 1 billion oysters in 2003, forcing the industry to reduce its catch.
Legally, or under the ministry rules, we could harvest 15, but it's an industry initiative, a conservative approach, and that's driven very clearly from it's a real bottom-up process. We have a lot of discussions with science, with skippers, and then skippers to quota owners, and so it's a decision that everybody is part of that decision-making process.
The public appetite for oysters is demonstrated each year at the Bluff Oyster and Food Festival, and the public was reassured this week about the Bonamia parasite.
It's not a food safety concern, but we certainly would recommend people eat fresh, healthy-looking seafood, and if anything looks a bit off, not to eat it anyway, but it wouldn't be the Bonamia that causes any issues there.
There's no known way to eradicate the naturally occurring parasite, but the good news is that it doesn't affect other shellfish, such as green shell mussels and Pacific rock oysters. I'm Ruby Spink for the South Today.